Good evening, viewers. This is Larissa Kurba, bringing to you the news and events in Meghalaya from the Bosco Media Network. The headlines for today are: Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government faces rough weather from the Meghalaya BJP. Meghalaya opposition leader to apprise Meghalaya governor on alleged corruption in Garo Hills Autonomous District Council and Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council. Woodland Blue K Hospital inaugurated in July by Minister of Health A.L. Hick. Northeastern Hill University Teachers Association Nehuta rejects Vice Chancellor's reason for withholding Nehuta grants. Now the news in details. Meghalaya coalition government under the nomenclature Meghalaya Democratic Alliance, which commenced with the swearing of Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on the 6th March 2018 at a glamorous green grass of Raj Bhavan, is now being tested whether it will survive its 5-year term. Meghalaya, which is known for political instability, has seen as many as 11 chief ministers ruling the tiny state of northeastern region at different intervals. The MDA, which seemed to have a smooth sailing all along, is being tested by its own coalition partner, the Meghalaya BJP. This has come to the fore when the president of Meghalaya unit of the BJP, Ernest Mauri, has threatened to pull out from the MDA on the ground of alleged irregularities and mismanagement in the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council as well as in the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council. Speaking to the media, Meghalaya Health Minister and one of the senior leaders of Meghalaya BJP today told the media at the main secretariat that he will apprise the Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on the dissatisfaction of the Meghalaya BJP over the functioning of the 2 autonomous district councils in the state.
Nimle ekiki bodon kam le na ta jin kam jung to jung pai ba tingi mansi ba ka parti ka don hi la ka jong nong rim man ya chikma kero la jong nong rim ya chikma am apre no ba nong ba ke ja me subha ngi din ye na hi kum ka parti BJP ka ri representative da parti ako ajin pancha ka niat na le jong yi ka sarkar beli ke ja ta di nong ba sha adu mandang yang padyo pan ni din sha Tamangan ongai pi la ki play enu kamar ba la man siu betul kam long ka edi ka long ka bamba na kalian jo ganu ka isi baknya leni mangi ke sarkaru lara mangi ke sarkaru ni ai kami ki brio mitre kami ai ka appointment na dong sedong lara ngimla am siu tulok ta ka long ke bakala ba baleran du ni dong bakala the decision ni nang manga ngalong komo win ki representative basan boro de win ki representative parti ru gadon nang ta ngidon ru ki in charge yung ka BJP Meghalaya badi men pet kmi ya da jingya jing ya be guarantee yung ka BJP ko Meghalaya kita ru men tip lang tip lang men perkhat men betul men ta kem patip in nongrim ko scam in chong be chwa ki perkhat yung parti man de kata maka parti ki jungi kem de parti bodon nang Meghalaya ka parti jungi ki parti yung India bro go Jumgar parti jung India hi bro go wing be chula angkat bomon naga state jung khamyo ga jingwet naga high command ilaban area problem tambay ga decision hi bolong policy matter si small matter te bro ki har kilab chu ta number ha por bangi form ga sarkar ru but you ki one hi na percent ta di baki ki elam form ga sarkar te mata la no bonde ek no siwi no rai kamdon baki kamla no
Meghalaya opposition leader Dr. Mukul Sangma today said that he will apprise the Meghalaya governor on the alleged corruption in Garo Hills Autonomous District Council and Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council in the state. Sangma said that he will urge the governor to take cognizance of the allegation, which is of serious nature, in which people in power are involved. There is complete financial mismanagement, he said, while adding that BJP too has a member in the executive committee of Garo Hills Autonomous District Council, and the matter is something which should not be taken lightly. Sangma also lamented that even the employees have not received their salary for the last 2 years. Once again, the outgoing Vice-Chancellor, Professor S.K. Srivastava, is misleading by poor attempt to justify withholding of NEHUTA grants on false excuses. NEHUTA's call for boycott of the convocation arose from Vice-Chancellor's non-compliance with statute pertaining to holding of convocation in the year 2018. The NEHUTA implored upon him to convene University Court before the convocation is held, as convening court meeting before the convocation is mandatory. Still, the Vice-Chancellor held the convocation without the court meeting. So why is the Vice-Chancellor raking this sheer infirmity committed by him after nearly 3 years again? The sole intent behind such diversionary tactic is to cover up his unstatutory act of withholding NEHUTA grant. His askance for the list of attendees in NEHUTA meeting is utterly devious and it smacks vindictiveness, and he failed to answer why he needs the list of attendees. As per NEHUTA's constitution, it is the general body of NEHUTA that decided to call for boycott of the unstatutory convocation. Therefore, the NEHUTA once again demands to the President of India to not extend a totally failed Vice-Chancellor beyond his term that ends on 23rd September 2020. The NEHUTA also appeals to all concerned to launch an investigation into all the financial, administrative, and academic infirmities committed by Professor S.K. Srivastava. It is a disgrace that a premier university like NEHU still has to bear with all the omissions and commissions of the incumbent Vice-Chancellor. It is also to be noted that the NEHU did not have a Chancellor for last 5 years solely because of the Vice-Chancellor's faults by not informing the Centre. This statement has been issued to the media by NEHUTA's President, XP Mao, and General Secretary, Dr. Mar Bhador M. Khemdet. To cater to the people's need of medical assistance, Shri A.L. Heck, Minister of Health, Government of Meghalaya, today inaugurated the Woodland WK Hospital in Jowai. In a function attended Shri Wailat Miki Shila, MLA, Shri Bright Star Chermang, MDC Jowai North, Dr. Amanwar, DHS, Shri Garot, LNS Dykes, DC West Giant Hills District, Shri Puraman Kinjing, Dolai Ilaka Jowai, Shri Taimi Power, Village Elder, Sabah Muswang, and others.
We inaugurate this hospital to make use for benefit of the people and watch. Congratulations, Dr. Rashing and family. September 2020, I think my privilege and honor to inaugurate this hospital, Woodland Hospital of Jawai.
Ba Trang ban Kanik Hospital kan Pleno Henry Barok kinong song snong jongka mdei tang ka West Giant Hills Henry Barok ka Giant Hills kila ap khmi ya Kanik Hospital bakan Pleno namar hoi ngamong bah hapo district ngimdon ki hospital hoi ngidon tang bah ka pertai ke pemerintah ki briu kila ya be ba ya ki specialist kim hunsho tang ha ki MBBS kila kwa baik ban wat iki specialist ki bachelor te ngangai scam ba dak jingwan jong kini ke hospital ka ba mdai shu ladong menta ka sngi ong hoi ngi play kini ke hospital ka bathamai handrai ngim dei ban sngiu tho bakala ka nim dei ka bathamai mdai ka bathamai kani ka dei ka bala play na do snem 1991 mo kani ka dei kene ka banta jong ka tei ka Woodland Hospital ka bala ay ka jing shakri kabala ay ki service kabala ki phau tli ki snem kabala safe ya da ki hajar tli ki life te ki nong song snong leni ki nong song snong jong ka district jong ka thani bro ko wei kim dei ban sngo thu bakla bakin ting la shai la sisngi bi ong em ka te hospital ka badang thamai kini ki doctor ki badang thamai ki nurse ki badang thamai em mdei namar ki ni ki doctor ki nurse ki long ki bala twit ki bala train ha ka te ka parent hospital kabadan hapo Shillong tengah ngalong ngakemen bah da ke jing pleno jong ke ni hospital ngakemen tang nagaba lait swaban lek wat parking tang ke te silong ro ngakemen bah siwon nomor ngalong ala ngala thaj ba tang ban ngakwa ba ban lek te shawurlan hospital tang ba tang ban poi hang tu yo parking tengah tharai bon hi naki nomor ngayo i but maximum iki breu ki wan sim dawai hapo ka te ka woodland hospital ka badan hapo silong ki mostly ki dei nong jantia te ngaong kelong sisa ke jing kerku ya kini ka than jongi te ni don kam ban ye treilang ban ye snok tilang bakum nagaliang jong go men ro kilayo ihi kilaya persangkat bala especially hapo
Rajke idoka dahagi kam sorkar Andrei empoi de chinu ite jing bestat petip ya gi khon ki kti ki yongi Andrei langba ke jingem yong gini ki private hospital kanu ke jing kerku wo yok kam yo jam ya ki khon samla yongi wo yok ki ite lat ikamai iyongki langbai jing stat jing tip iyongki jing kerku jong break right and right jero but ngem dei un ket ya play undang kerku yakin om yalam jong i baro hakala hadak jong ikam ki jong lara kidei kinong yalam nyam lara kidei kinong sensation lara kidei daloi lara kidei doctors lara kidei nurses paramedical staff ki nong yarap abot ki hospital. God will always bless you, and I pray always that God will protect you, hold you, guide you, and play trial back. Unda unri unker hi hapo ki hokti Tuhan, kita sebut, kita isnai, kita.
Woodland Hospital berada sebab kedai dalam terkesni kejikha, dan ciski, midon kam sipun kita sumar kumapi, berada kabor, berada kasab, berada rokalan, berkerjaan ya kan. Ia ikut nanti lembaga kerjaan kejongpi, lalu itu ke Amarwar, itu Ba Elhek, bahkan di hospital. Kumbak kadur jongka kalong janai hanrai kanong kentang dari lembah kijingnot senyang jongki syak di hostel ngadon ada bagi jengkermen bahkan di hostel harjaintia among bagi hostel kalau dah dijahan dia kimlong kebiang hanrai ngakwa bahkan di hostel lembah kijingrap jong kini ki arur ki research jong kari Meghalaya jongi Dr. Amarwa bagi Minister dan buruh jami bayar hek bahkan di hospital kan yo ya ke standar kaba kibriu tang na po Meghalaya kinwan yo ya ke sumar ubah ni hari de kamentahi ya baro kari pakai cai penriu kari India bagi wewe pakai cai penriu ban sari India.
So to differentiate between Woodland Hospital Shillong and Woodland WK Hospital in Meghalaya in Jaintia Hills, so I added in between Woodland WK, which is my name only, to differentiate a little bit. Now this is a 108 bedded hospital. We started this hospital in January 2017. And we are supposed to complete the construction of this hospital during the March-April. But because of this pandemic of COVID-19, we were so handicapped that it was really difficult for me and for the contractors who has taken up this project to complete the construction of this hospital. However, I would like to place a special thanks to our contractor, the civil contractor, Mem Pasha, who is sitting here. In spite of her age, she is never failed to come here every day from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. At hospital, we have only 3 new features which nowhere in Meghalaya. These 3 new features which we have added in this hospital. Number 1, that we have installed, you know that in a hospital there is always a fear of pollution. You see the Shnong also, the Rangba Shnong always is telling me that, doctor, have you taken care of pollution of the environment? I said, okay, you wait. Now we have completed the installation of what is called ETP, STP to take care of the liquid waste that is generated from the hospital. Now the unique feature of this, that the water which has been discharged after the process of cleaning the polluted water is being recycled back into the cisterns of the flush system, so that you see the water is not wasted. So at the same time we prevent pollution of the environment. We also conserve water, which is also very important. The second thing that we have done is we have installed, I think for the first time in Meghalaya also, we have installed an oxygen generator. You know, this place is, no one is making oxygen or manufacturing oxygen in Meghalaya. We all have to get it from Guwahati, that is the nearest place, or from Silchar. And especially during this pandemic, I think you have seen in the newspaper that there is so much of shortage of oxygen in the country, because so many people suffering from severe symptoms of COVID-19 disease required oxygen. So now in this remote location, we have an oxygen generator. Therefore, we will not bother much, since the generator will generate oxygen for our patients. And you know, this is a multi-speciality hospital. We have the investigations which are very basic and important for the people, which are common investigation, like ultrasound scanning, like endoscopy, like blood test, X-ray, CT scan. These are the main investigative investigation that we have. And you know, all these years, the people from this district, Jaintia Hills, they have to go all the way to Shillong to get these tests done. But now with the facilities that will be available in this hospital, I think it will ease to a great extent for the people of Jaintia Hills not to go to Shillong. You know.
I'd just like to share a few words with you. I know a short while from now, we are going to be officially inaugurating this hospital, which will be given immensely services to the people of this area. At the same time, my friend Dr. Karchiek, not just going only setting up this hospital, he has created the assets. This asset, that what he has created is not for himself or for his family, but he has created this asset for the service to the people of this entire area. Will be immensely benefit from this hospital. As I said rightly by Wailat Chilla, the local MLA from this area, but Gibril can look at MDC long, but Gibril can look at Gabor, but Kapisa, Nagabali Sumar City Shalom. Everything will be given, all the benefits and the services within this place only in the Woodland WK Hospital. Yingit yigata ba kanik hospital kan ai jinggerku ka bakrau dan wanda jinokam jong kani gisnom, but how you go boru, he has created employment, is the employer, has created so many employment that set by the wahe of the shnom, but probably 80% of the workers of this hospital has been given job to the people of this particular locality. Well, I know yakikam kijam probably nagi beri jom kani ka jagahi jom kani gisnohi. Tinggal long sisa ka jinggerku, nagi betaki bobon ba ki nong na tai bon ba ki beri jom kani gisnom ki bayo kam yo jam layo ban pet ela ka jom ngi yang sem bling ba kani ka hospital. Tingit ba kani ka hospital kan long ka jinggerku ka bakrau, nagi betaki bobon ba ki beri jom kani gisnom ki kani ka than ki bisang basa ba kan long ru ka jinggerku Nagmanta ki balik bawan, imam kani national highway. There's so many people are going from this national highway from Shillong, Jawai to other places. They also will be immensely benefit through this hospital. Tengengit ba kani hospital kan long ka jingmentoy, nam tagi babon ki balang, but kan long ka jingmentoy, nagmanta ki ba ya balik bawan nagani ka jaga ba stuck away ka bangga kwa ban ong nagmanta ki doctors ki badan ni. Doctors who are here who are going to be giving the services to this hospital, you know, all the patients who are coming to see you, many of them, they are impatients. But if the doctors become impatients, then the doctor become patients. Tiga orang dia balada ki baru kinompang ibuan sini deh kinompang mapli kilong restless, kilong impatience. Tila na kinompang, kilong impatience, tila na doktor, kilong impatience, tingman ki doktor, kilong impatience. Tila na daw kakarpat iki baro, but you should have the tolerance power. Kani bandon ka bor, jong ka jing sungto ka jong ki, kung no ban ay ka jing shakri, how you can serve the people. How you can serve the people, not only in this area, anybody who's coming to you, whether they are from the affluent family, or they are from the poor family, or from any kind of family, the services have to be treated equally to each one of them. Nobody can be given discrimination or partially to anybody. Jadi when I get you getting shakri, ya no ki buwan na dagi buwan na yung kebadan bayam na yung kebadong na yung kebakum do kumnoru getting shakri he can even long equal to.
Let's have a glimpse of COVID-19 update for today.
Is 172. East Jaintia Hills 61, East Khasi Hills 74, 21 are from the armed forces, paramilitary forces, and 53 others category. North Garo Hills 1, South Garo Hills 1, Southwest Garo Hills 2, West Garo Hills 9, Ribhoi 23, and West Jaintia Hills 1. The total number of active cases is 1,818. Out of this, 1,187 are in East Khasi Hills. 260 armed forces, paramilitary forces, and 927 others category. West Khasi Hills 14, Southwest Khasi Hills 5, Ribhoi 152, 47 from the armed forces, paramilitary forces, and 105 others category. West Jaintia Hills 14, East Jaintia Hills 203, West Garo Hills 183, 72 are from the Armed Forces, Paramilitary Forces, and 111 others category. Southwest Garo Hills 10, South Garo Hills 20, East Garo Hills 17, and North Garo Hills 13. The total number of recovered cases for the day is 39. East Jaita Hills 3, East Khas Hills 10, Ribhoi 1, South Garo Hills 1, West Garo Hills 24, 16 from the Armed Forces, Paramilitary Forces, and 8 others category.